What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Jad here from Puma, Plow, playing some more Farming Simulator 19. This time, guys, of course, we're back here in Indiana. Let's get to it. Howdy there, Sarge.
Howdy, howdy.
Like we weren't just talking in the other channel, right?
Exactly.
A new map called Newlands, huh? Interesting. Mr. Rob, how's it going? Yeah, I think I ran out of snoozes. And then it just stays off. So, it's all good. All right, what are we up to, Sarge?
I'm just moving stuff down here, kind of.
Oh, we got more harvest? Yeah.
All of our southern fields.
Okay. Oh, it looks like, oh, you got pretty much everything down here, huh?
I don't know if we wanted to bring an auger wagon down or not, but.
That's up to you. I mean, grab one. Where is one? That is one. Homestead?
Yeah, it's still up there.
You're right, because it's right there, I think. Yeah. All right, I'll run it down real fast because we might need capacity.
Different crops.
Yeah. You get 40 up and 40 down, Pepper. That's, I mean, the upload's great.
Oh, the one's canola.
Well, that's right. We bought that other field. I was like, what are you talking about? I forgot we bought that other field the other day. That's right.
Trucks are open.
Oh boy, it's kind of like no man's land. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man. So actually, how's our storage? Oh, we're actually doing okay on storage, huh? Interesting. I thought we would be, like full. That's okay. Your friend's house, 25 houses away from you, should 200 down. I'm assuming it's 40 up. Yeah, the 200, man, the 40 though, man, Pepper, the 40, I'm telling you. Stream won't load on PC, but it loads on mobile. Okay. Sounds, I wonder what your like packet loss is too. So you're typing on the computer, but watching on your phone. Yeah, 40 up. No, you're good, Pepper. You're good. The 40 upload, I would like die for that, you know? That's amazing.
Pretty good.
It's great. Map suggests if you a farming manager mode, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I did see your whisper. I did see the whisper. I do check my whispers. Thank you. Yeah, Northern Boy. Who are all these big people that you work for? Because you just created your account, my guy. April 2nd. So, you know. Yeah. Northern Boy, you're going to come in swinging like that, my guy? Want me to reply to you ASAP? I just asked you a question. Kind of in response, you know? So
I'm trying to remember what the width is supposed to be on these heads.
I think that one's auto's fine. Nice, Pepper.
I didn't know if you were going to run the other harvester or not.
Yeah, I think you just auto with it and you're good. That one. You work for Northern Alex and Squirrel. Okay. Interesting. Actually, I'll go park this at the other end, Sarge. We'll have this down there and the truck over here. How about that?
That works.
So let me lay it out there, Pepper, and or chat just in general. He DM'd me this morning asking me if he could be a mod on my channel because he works for big channels and he wants me to, or he wants to, yeah. And he just created his account on the 2nd. So what's your other account that you know? What's your big mod account? Because there's no way you're modding for those guys on an account you made on the 2nd. Okay, there's just no way. Just throwing it out there. Yeah, right, Pepper. Seems a little fishy. Anybody smell any fish today? Anybody catching anything good?
I've been around 2-3 years and I don't mod for you.
Do what, Sarge? Sorry, it's not.
I said I've been around 2-3 years and I don't mod for you.
Yeah, exactly. You want it?
Not that I would.
You want that headache? You can have it. Oh.
I'd hurt feelings probably too much.
Probably, I don't know. Carson's pretty ruthless when it comes to modding. I'm not even gonna lie. He's pretty just, yeah, ruthless. What? So how about this? DM me the name of your other account that you mod for them with. I would just love to know what the account is, you know? Because, yeah.
No, Beans, you're getting set up. We'll compare numbers.
4593?
Will be.
Do what? Is that right?
Go. 9-3.
Okay. And it's way over there, so I'll just do a manual drive piece or pass. And then I'll come back.
Kind of what I'm doing here on the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you're good. You know, honestly, Pepper, you're right. He just doesn't care. And that's kind of how you have to rule it, you know, in a way.
Yeah.
Fire Shadow, how's it going? And, you know, Carson and I have had a lot of, like, behind the scenes talks about, like, mod stuff and whatnot. You know, like, with the unban request, like, he knows if it was somebody that I banned, he doesn't even, like, he won't even entertain what they have to say in an unban request, you know? So, it's kind of
Somebody
crazy.
that you did, I'd pass that along to you and say, hey, here's what they said.
Yeah. To be honest, actually, like, pretty much Carson's the only one that handles the unbanned stuff. And it's almost a good thing to have, like, just one person kind of handle that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. Some people might say that I give him too much, like, too much trust, you know, maybe. But I don't know. I got you, Fire Shadow. Fire, I'm sorry I had a rough weekend, man. Everything's all right over here. Everything's okay other than hitting snooze too many times this morning. Just one or two too many times this morning, you know? Well. Ah, Newland. Okay, I got you. Newlands map. We were talking last night, and, like, you know, I'm talking about doing my driving setup again. And he was talking about, like, tech stuff, and he goes, you know, it's a good thing we're not, like, in an office together. I was like, yeah, we'd both be broke. Just be buying all this technology, you know? It was kind of funny. Because actually, he had a 5-head idea last night. You know, I want to do this other setup, right? And obviously, I'm going to have to probably purchase a like a main screen. And then he's like, get a, like, one of those, not ultra wide ones, but like a little bit wider than a normal screen, and then put it vertical. and then it's like not sticking out in the room as far. And I'm like, dude, 5 head. So started looking at kind of wider monitors last night. But it's all good. We're hard.
As far as a driving or racing or
Yeah.
really both type setups,
Mm-hmm.
I've come across a few things, and they're do-it-yourself things. But I can, I'll pass them along to you in a little. I'll
Yeah.
look them back up.
Okay.
Where?
Cool. Yeah, because I'm like
maybe.
Yeah, I'm super early into the whole thing still, you know. And actually, last night I was kind of thinking I almost want to build like a small. This sounds really weird to say, but like a small L desk. Because, you know, I need my wheel in front of me. I want my side panel. Well, I want the wheel, the shifter, then the side panel. Might as well put the side panel in for like ATS and stuff. It's nice to have. Or if I decide to farm over there, I'll have the side panel. And then, but I also need a keyboard, and I need an area for 2 mice. Because I still need to be able to control the stream PC, you know?
Right.
So it's just kind of planning stuff out and making sure whatever I come up with that is big enough, but at the same time doesn't take up the whole rest of the space I have out here.
Yeah.
That's kind of going to be interesting to come up with that. And then like trying to get what's in my head. Because like I'm going to have my dad help me with it. I won't lie. Because he's really good about like, okay, this is what we're doing. Okay, how do we, you know, execute? And really good at like engineering that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And so I'll have to like, if I can get it from my brain to his brain and we're kind of somewhat on the same like wavelength, then we're good. But I think we'll be good. Fire Shadow, you found your new desk? Awesome. To be honest, I found a new desk too, but it's like $1,600 and I don't want to do that. And there's nothing wrong with this desk that I have now for this setup. The only thing that really sucks is my two bottom side monitors are not mountable. If they were mountable, I would move them up like 2 inches, and that would give me a lot just more like desk space for like the Go XLR and stuff like that, you know. But we'll make it happen.
That got me to
do what?
Hey, your dad and I might actually end up being able to have some fun because I got that engineering brain too.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about the stuff I, hinted at.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you don't want to have to unhook and move a bunch of equipment.
Yeah, no, that's
like that.
Yeah. That's what's going to be really cool about it is just like, or in theory, just be able to use, the same microphone, the same everything. The only thing I'm going to have to get like 2 more mice probably and another keyboard. But it's not a big deal. Get some cheapo depots, So. Wait. Z-shaped? How do you have a Z-shaped desk? Fire Shadow, if you have a link, you're a VIP. If you wouldn't mind, man, I'd love to see it. A Z-shaped desk. What? Is that for like 2 people? Okay, hang on. There's a link. All right, cool. Thank you, Fire. I'll turn around and I'll click on that. That was really fast with the link, bro. Oh, the legs are Z-shaped. Okay. I was thinking the actual desk was Z-shaped, and I was like, what? That'd be a weird desk, Okay. I like that controller rack they have. It's kind of cool looking. All right, Fire. I see you. I see it. Pretty neat. It's got a cup holder and a headphone holder. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of the stuff I've seen, it's actually set up to be kind of a dedicated setup.
Yeah, yeah.
Now there's like a place to where you can put the CPU on a screen.
Oh, yeah.
And all of that. Thinking.
Happy Tuesdays.
do set down to where basically you're just wheeling in a different chair.
Yeah. Yeah. The latest idea that I have, Sarge, is literally this chair. I just turn to my right and it's right here. And so I would actually, like, my two right monitors then would become my left monitor, so I could still see, like, a lot of the same stuff over here, you know? The only thing I'm not sure how I'm going to do is, like, my camera. Like, does it look straight at me and I have to, like, drop a green screen, which would be, like, to my left right now? Or do I, like, put it off to an angle and, like, show these monitor? Like, I'm not sure how to do a camera yet, but that's later, you know? I think the first step might need to be, like, I need to, like, purchase monitors, and then kind of build a desk around that, if that makes sense. You know, because then we'll know, like, how wide does it need to be based on the monitor, you know? Not totally sure. Because I would like, you know, honestly, like those, the ones you see with, like, the triple screens and the racing seat and it's, like, real low to the ground. Something like that would be rad, but I don't have the space for that. And most of those that you see, like, I'll be honest, the chairs are not, like, fat guy friendly, you know? They're, like, real small chairs, so that's just not going to work. So if I can just use the same chair that I'm in now and just literally turn to my right and have, like, kind of just an extension to the desk, basically, you know? I think it'd be kind of cool. And then we got to, like, kind of plan out the way the, like, foot pedal mounts so that, you know, if I want to change the angle a little bit after I run it for a month, like, I don't like that, we just pop a couple screws out and just move it, you know? Probably going to be wood, if I had to guess. I wouldn't mind doing metal, because then it's, like, it's heavy, you know, and it would help hold it down to the ground better.
As far as the pedals, if you wanted to adjust angles, if it, not distance, but that could easily be done, like, with a carriage bolt on each side.
Sure.
Just a couple wing nuts and a slide groove.
Yeah.
Where the square part of the carriage bolt just stays in that groove.
Yeah. True. I plan on making this my permanent, I mean, pretty much, yeah, Pepper. I was joking with Dad the other day. I said, because we were talking about all this, and I said, or, because ideally, like, a wheel desk, like a setup for the wheel, would be mounted to a wall. You know, because then there's no wobble. You mount that sucker to the wall to a couple studs, let's say. There's no wobble when you get cranking on the wheel playing NASCAR or something, you know? And I said, Dad, we could just, like, put all my stuff in the kitchen and gut the garage and, like, make it so it's possible, you know? And he's just kind of went, rah. So, shot that idea down. Grey Wolf, how's it going, man? Welcome in. Because to be frank with y'all, there's, like, directly in front of me, there's about 3 feet before there's actually a wall. Like, from the back of my desk, there's about 3 feet of just, like, stuff. Like, there's an old wash cabinet back there from when my dad was a kid from the farm that they would, like, have a bowl of water on, and that's what they would wash up with, you know, before they had plumbing. There's just, like, random stuff. There's a toolbox I could kick with my foot if I wanted to. Like, there's just, like, when we kind of cleaned up for this, we didn't clean up all the stuff back there, if that makes sense. Because there's shelves mounted to the wall, too, that are full of stuff. It's just, there's a lot of crap in my garage that hasn't been, like, touched in years, you know? And,
and most of us have those things.
Yeah. Well, there's stuff out here from when my dad closed his, my God. There's stuff out here from when my dad closed his lawnmower shop in the early 90s that hasn't been touched since. But, you know, some of that's just memories, and it's hard to let stuff go, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't blame him for that, because I'm definitely that way when it comes to a lot of stuff. And then actually behind me, there's probably about a 3 foot behind from the green screen back. There's probably about another 3 feet, because there's, like, shelves and cabinets and stuff, you know, that were built into this garage even, like, before my parents had it. So, and there's just, like, obviously whatever's back there hasn't been touched in, well, how long's my green screen been up now? Like 2 years or something? So it's None of that stuff's been touched in pretty much 2 years, so. What map is we're playing? This is Griffin, Indiana. An awesome map. Very realistic. So, the ideal situation for me, what I really want to do is say, take all of my stuff out of here. And then take the shelves down that are in front of me. Probably would take all the shelves down that are behind me, but it's kind of a 5-head idea here. I want to build like giant cabinets behind me. Okay, and then maybe even like on the doors that are on these cabinets, put like some shelves, or maybe just paint it all green and make like a green screen out of like cabinet doors, right? Just like, and then so we'd still have storage behind me. Make these shelves or these cabinets like, 4 feet deep or whatever. So we'd still have all the storage for the random stuff, and maybe I could like use some of it for like I have like tubs of wires and extra equipment, So we'd still have the storage, but it would just be behind me.
Yeah.
And if we did it right, we could even put like shelves on the doors, or somehow have like rollaway shelves that I could bring in to put like little knickknacks on, make my like set, I've been wanting to build a set forever out here. And you know what? Maybe I'll propose that to Dad. But the other thing that I would do is actually put up a wall to my right, which would kind of like divide my garage actually in half, but like a wall with real insulation. And probably like take down the drywall on the wall to my left and the wall behind me and insulate. There is insulation, but put like a lot more in. Or like new, better, So. Grey Wolf, thanks for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you, man. Welcome in. How you doing today? You can barely walk in your garage, Prepper. That's how this garage has been all of my life. And then when Mom got sick and we needed the wheelchair ramp. So our city doesn't allow wheelchair ramps outside unless you jump through like all kinds of hoops, and you have to have it professionally installed, and you have to have, a certain pitch and all this stuff. And it would have taken like my entire front yard to make this happen, because like got to go up like two and a bit steps to go into my house, and it just would have been a nightmare. So we ended up putting the wheelchair ramp in the garage, which meant to get Mom to the front, then we had to clean up. And so that's when the garage kind of became like cleaner, and then I just kind of like took over the space after that, saying. Grain cell points disappear and stop working. That's kind of weird, my guy. Never heard of that one. But if we put like real deep shelving back there, you would never know, because I would, even if, so there's probably 3 feet worth of shelving behind me now, and then a couple feet in front of me. So if I just slide myself forward, then I could mount to the wall. It'd be magical. And actually, I probably wouldn't even mount to the wall that's in front of me. I'd probably mount the wheel set up to the new wall that's going into the right. And it's weird, but like I would totally have like put a window in the said new wall. So on days like today where it's kind of nice, I could have a little window fan over there and draw a little air in from, air through the setup. Because like if it's 50 degrees, I have to turn my air conditioning on because it gets too hot in here. So kind of a whole thing. I know, princess problems, but yeah. Because I don't think it would be that bad to build. The biggest thing would be insulating the ceiling that we'd have to put in here too, like a false ceiling inside the garage here, which I know is kind of weird, but that's something we would definitely have to do. And then insulate over top of it like crazy. So I don't know. A lot of ideas floating around in the old noggin, That's for sure. Thanks for the follow there. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? That sounds That sounds like a problem there with those sell points. I have no idea. I've never heard of that. So, as far as people joining, we are always looking for more people to add to the farm, but we don't just let people in, quote, off the street. Pepper, it's all temporary, man. I'm not actually, you know, it's all, I hope I wouldn't need, I probably should get it, should have to get a permit, but, you know. We're not doing anything with electric, because that's already in the wall in front of me. I wouldn't touch any of that stuff, you know? So, I don't know. But anyway, as far as people joining, we are always looking for more people to add to the farm. But we take people that we get to know a little bit before we add them to the farm. That way, like, you know, you can come in our team so you can talk to us on stream. And I got to trust you before I bring you on my stream, you know? So, if you're looking to come into the farm, exclamation point TS, stuff like that. If you're wanting to put in the, willing to put in the work and the time to kind of get to know us before coming to the game, those are the people we're looking for. The ones that have put in the time to get to know us and understand that, like, there's kind of a process there as far as, like, getting to know us before you come into our servers. So, those are the people we're looking for, though. So, hope that makes sense. We've had trolls come in off the street, basically, is why. And I'm not saying you're a troll, but I don't know you, so you could be a troll. Oh, no. So, I have that darn squirrel. That darn squirrel. Man. I have a security camera that sits in a tree in my front yard, which I know sounds weird, but it does. And a squirrel has knocked it out of the tree just like a couple minutes ago. Got butthead. Actually, is that camera broken now? Nope, it's just facing the sky. Look at this. Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's looking at there. That's my security camera right now, chat. Just laying straight up at the sky. Fix that later. Oh, man. Dang squirrels. Rob, you're more than welcome to join us. You had a PC, more than welcome to join us, Rob. Thanks for the host. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Or maybe, like, I would kind of be okay, to be honest, Pepper, if we, like, rip down what we've had out here and then just, like, I don't know, because I'd still want kind of a wall over there to, like, mount stuff to, you know? That's right, Dwayne. You are a troll. Yes, sir. Confirmed. Dwayne is a troll. Yes. How's it going, sir? Yeah. Awesome, Rob. Awesome. I don't know. Ideally, though, I would have, like, a legit built room out here, but then that kind of, I don't know, take half my garage and stuff. So who cares, right? Wink, wink. That's right, Pepper. No, it's as long as my neighbor doesn't find out, because he'll turn me in. Leonard, what's going on? How's it going? Let's see. You know, I could add shelving in my garage and not have problems, or like cabinet things behind me, like I was talking about. That wouldn't be any like issue with the city, you know. Wouldn't be any issue at all. Just adding shelving, you know. No big deal. I'm good, Dwayne.
Dream Channel or John 1?
John 1. Well, actually, yeah, either of those two. My bad. Are we ever going to buy Field 9? Field 9's this big. Eventually, yeah. Right now, we're trying to do some of the fields that we can plow together. Those are the fields we're trying to buy right now. But yeah, eventually we'll get Field 9. Absolutely. You win the lottery, you'll pay for the stuff. Thanks, Rob. To be honest, I don't think it would cost that much money to do what I want to do out here, you know? I really don't. The biggest expense that I would have is insulation. I feel like that would be my biggest cost. And like, nothing says you got to buy it all at once, you know? Buy some and then wait and buy some more. And yeah. Wouldn't be a big deal.
It can be done in stages as long as it's logical.
Yeah. 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 Like, okay, so I put a quote ceiling above me, right? Nothing says I have to insulate the whole thing at one shot. Just do like the farthest part in, the hardest part that, you know, there is to get to. That's all. I don't know. That big of a deal. Insulation would be nice, but I mean, it like what we've been doing out here the past, like, you know, last summer and everything, it wasn't that bad really, you know? It really wasn't. It's a little warm out here in the afternoons. Definitely gets a little warm in the afternoons out here, but ain't nothing too bad. Also got a 10,000 BTU air conditioner and stuff for this like 12 by, not even 12 by 12 space. So, I mean, it's kind of oversized. So. Wait, Rob, is tomorrow your 40th birthday? Well, happy birthday, my guy. Rye pepper. I would love to have like a real, what you call it, like a set behind me, you know, with like some shelves, and I could put like tractors and little cool lights and maybe some like, what are those lights called? Edison lights. I love Edison lights. I don't know why. I think Edison lights are the coolest thing ever. You know, I could put my new, like my new, hang on, wait for it, chat. The Twitch light thing that I have here, the Twitch logo light. Put that back there. Some die-cast like traders, you know, that kind of stuff would be super cool. Alrighty, Sarge, you sent me basically like a PVC thingamabobber, huh? Interesting.
Kind of something to, that's kind of what I kind of thinking.
Yeah.
And then just kind of modify it, because you're not needing
The chair.
a whole entire rig.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you could almost set it up like a
Yeah, you really could.
second chair. But whatever, if you get the seat height right and all that, it'd take a little bit of
Finagling.
adjustments and customizing. But if you wanted to run it like a second chair, you could just mount it to, you know, decent thickness of plywood, put a couple heavy casters on it that you can lock, reel one out, reel the other one in.
Huh.
Zip.
Yeah.
That's just one thought.
No, I get you. Yeah. I'm just kind of scrolling down the page looking at the pictures. There's a lot. It's amazing what like rednecks have come up with for playing video games, you know. It really is.
Only thing that I question about the PVC is
a wobble.
Structural integrity.
Yeah, I would think after time it would wobble. And that's why like even like these wheel stands, like I have a wheel stand right now, but I can't stand it because it's too low. And so it's like, okay, I could take it to the farm and, you know, it's just like pipe. I could take it to the farm, cut it, add a section, but it's wobbly already without that. Like, I don't want that. Whatever I build, I want it to actually be like really heavy. That way it helps like hold it down to the ground. Plus my feet will be on it. So that should help too. Like when I crank on the wheel, my feet will be physically on the thing. You know, the pedals aren't going to be just sitting on the floor, you know? And I think that'll help a lot too. We'd have a permanent, yeah. Yeah, because right now the flex cam's on like an arm, like my microphone's on, basically. Pepper. So. I mean, actually, Carson and I were talking about the flex cam last night. He's like, where would you put it? I'm like, I don't know. I would have to literally set everything up and just kind of see what worked, you know? Like, I just don't know. I would like to keep it because I think it's funny. Like, it's kind of for the meme at this point. But I have no idea where I would put it, to be honest. There's this guy on TikTok that I've come across. He's apparently from the St. Louis area. I need to actually like go follow him on Twitch and stuff, but he has a stream setup like in his basement, and he has like 8,000 monitors. And there, I mean, there's just monitors on top of his monitors on top of his monitors. And then he takes like a green tape, and all of the bezels of the monitors are wrapped in this green tape. And then he like chroma keys them out. So apparently it looks like floating images. Like it's really strange, but his setup's like insane. Like he must go to Goodwill and just buy like little old like square monitors. And I don't even know how he hooks them all up. He has so many. It's insane. It's kind of cool too. I should definitely go follow him. He's from somewhere around the St. Louis area too. So it's like, hey, why not? Oh yeah. How much land do we own? We don't own a lot right now. We own Field 1 and that land up there around the homestead. We bought 32 and then, 4 to 5 that field there. Or sorry, 2 to 5 that field there. We did buy town because it's worth $0. And then we just bought 22 the other day. We're going to plow it here later today probably with 20 and 21. On those for a while. Next field purchases will probably be somewhere like 17, 15, 16, 14, 13, somewhere in here maybe. You get that all plowed together, hopefully. Maybe even like extend it up this edge of the field, or edge of the map too. I don't know. We'll see. I don't own a ton of land though. What we're doing good. We need to like just sell grain too when we get done. I think we just need to like empty storage large.
Yeah, we can do that.
But we need to sell that bin up there anyway, don't we? We got to clean that mess. I still don't know who did that, by the way.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's not a big deal either way. It's not an issue, but just kind of a curiosity thing, Because a lot of our maps, we would have a bin where you could just drive in there and dump seed and dump fertilizer, but we don't have that here. We've been running basically stock stuff here on this map. What's up, guys? Welcome in.
On your current wheel stand, you say it says it wobbles. You say it wobbles. Is
Yeah.
it left to right or front to back, or
I think it's more of a left to right, because I don't think it like it has like pipe for the legs or whatever. I think it's mismanufactured, to be honest. Or like maybe somehow it needs to be adjusted, but like it doesn't sit on the ground like level. And I've had it like many different places and it's the same thing. But the problem with the wheel stand, like I said, it's way too low. It's like I'm playing with a wheel that's down by my knees, and that's no good in my opinion,
Said you could take it, do a mod to it to extend it.
Yeah.
Get the height that you want.
Yeah.
Left right stability.
Oh, I could definitely take the
just
thing.
Gotta make the base a little wider.
Yeah.
A couple angle braces or something.
Yeah. I do use with a standing desk. I don't use it as much as I should, Rob. But I do still use it. And that's actually kind of part of like this whole thing. Because if I ever get this secondary thing set up, I'm probably going to rip my setup completely apart. Like take a day, maybe miss a stream because of it. Because like it will take me all day. Take everything apart, every wire, every monitor, everything comes off the desk. Okay. I need to clean. I have extra wires from like, changing things over the time I've had this set up. clean up all my wires. And then the problem that I'm having is when I go up and down, it like pulls on some wires. So like if I go up with the desk, the flex cam will be looking at the ceiling because it pulls on the wire. So it's like I need to start over and try to actually cable manage a little bit. I'm really bad at it, but I need to try. So that's part of the whole thing. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you, by the way. Welcome in. How's it going, man? So. Oh man, maybe after I get it all set up with Sean where it works better. Cause like right now it's not good to like move the desk up because it moves things and like my mouse will just like slowly walk away from me. Like as the desk goes up, the mouse just walks away. So it's like there's some real weird things about the whole setup right now. It is definitely vomit wires there, Rob. Yeah, I think I have a picture I can post in Discord again. Kind of Casey, but not really. I mean, Dad's not on board to like fully build out a studio out here. So.
Pardon me.
Dude,
here's another thought that I just had.
What's up?
Mentioned that it doesn't really sit on the floor flush.
Yeah, just need to build new legs.
Well, you could do that, but then take into account imperfections of the floor because you're on a concrete floor.
Yeah, but it did the same thing in my other room, and like I could take it anywhere, and it,
your adjustments on, say, a refrigerator or a washer or dryer or whatever, to where you can, for leveling purposes, those are in the hardware section of.
That's true.
Basically any.
Yeah. Any other hardware stores?
Box stores, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's true. I don't know, it's kind of weird because Dad's like, well, how deep does the thing need to be? And I'm like, not. Like how the wheel. I don't know if I don't know if you have one, Sarge. I don't think you do. Do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Okay. But like you have your base, right? The part that sits on your desk, right? I want my monitor to be literally right behind that.
Yeah.
So I want to be like in it, I want to be close. I want that monitor.
That's kind of how mine ends up being one. I hook mine up.
My problem that I have is when I put the desk or the wheel on this desk, which it does work on this desk, but then the whole desk starts to wobble. And to me, if you're going to have a standing desk with, let's be real, it costs a few dollars. Why put something on there to make it wobble? I'm just going to wear the thing out, and one of these days it's just going to wobble and it's just going to fall over, I don't want to do that. I don't want any part of like breaking this desk. And then like my monitors start to shake because they're all mounted to the desk, and like it's kind of nerve-wracking when I do that, That's why I'm like, I need to get the wheel on something else. But if I use the wheel stand at this desk, then I end up sitting like super far away, and I'm gonna be honest, I can't see the monitors. I probably need glasses, but like I just can't see the monitors like I want to. So that's kind of also spurring this whole like second setup thing, Plus the setting it up all the time and taking it down, it's just annoying, It just gets annoying doing that over and over and over again. So, because like, I want to start making America Truck videos, let's say. Okay, I set everything up for 20 minutes, make my video, I take it back down. It's like, it's not convenient, I want to make things convenient and just be better, more conducive of like making content, not just setting up for a stream. Because, setting up for a stream is okay. We're setting up for 4 or 5 hours. That's fine, whatever. But setting up for a 20-minute video, kind of hard to do that, It kind of gets annoying after a while.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. And I know, chat, before anybody says it, or maybe you guys are thinking it, I know it's a princess problem. I'm well aware that I have first world computer princess problems. I'm aware. Okay? Trust me. I'm aware. But, yeah. A locking wheel set. So Casey, here's what I'm thinking, right? And you've been in this space, so you kind of know what I'm talking about, maybe. My 2 right monitors. If I do what I'm thinking of, my 2 right monitors would become my 2 left monitors. Okay? I'd literally just turn to my right, maybe slide up a little bit that way, and boom, that's where my wheel's at. So like just off the end of my desk is where this new like desk thing would be that I want to build. The wheel would be literally like, I could touch the wheel from where I'm sitting right now. Okay, so then I would still be able to see these 2 monitors here. Move my Go XLR to the corner of the desk. Have my stream deck over here. So I can still have all of my stuff that I need to stream just over here. Okay. Main monitor for gaming in front of me. And then probably one of those like, not ultra wide, but one of those like 21:9 monitors. Or something, a little bit wider monitor mounted vertical to the right of the new monitor over here, right? And then I have to have my wheel, my shifter, my side panel. The side panel would be like all the way in the corner. Okay, because whatever I'm building, like the little desk thing that I want to build, I want it to be like basically an L. The side panel be in the corner. And then to the right of that would be just a little bit of an area that would come back, the L part, would come back at me, and that would be a place for both mice, and either a keyboard would be there, or maybe mount a keyboard. You know, they have those, like, I've seen keyboards that have been, like, mounted. And that could be kind of handy, too. So I'm not sure if I want to, like, put it on the desk where I could reach it, or actually just have, like, it mounted kind of, not vertical, but like tilted up some. Because, you know, in like American Truck, I need a keyboard for a few functions. I don't need it for all of them. And actually, I could move all those to my side panel, probably. But if I had it actually set up, I would probably move more of those functions to the side panel. But it's still nice to have a keyboard just in case. I'd probably get like a smaller keyboard. I don't need like a full, you know, keyboard. Probably don't even need one with a numpad, possibly. So that's what I'm really envisioning. So the only problem that I really see with it is it would be like right here. So it might be in this camera view, but I can work around that, you know? Or maybe like I take this camera and I put it more over here on top of this monitor. The side camera is a big thing these days on Twitch, you know? And then like it shows that stuff behind me, which I don't know if I'm cool with that either, you know? I'm not sure. The camera parts, I'm not quite 100% on how to work that out, but there are ways. Don't buy a keyboard. Do you have a wireless one for me? All right, bet. It's great having friends, you know, chat. For those of you that don't know, Casey's my next door neighbor. We've been friends since like, I don't know, ever. So, but does that, I mean, hopefully that all makes sense. So it would be like an L desk, but at the same time, I don't want the desk where like the main monitors, I don't want it to be very deep at all, because I want my wheel and then boom, monitor right there. I'll probably mount the monitor on an arm just because then I can, you know, adjust it up, down, whatever I want, you know, just make life easier, you know? So one keypad. What? Oh, okay. I got you, Casey. So those are kind of my thoughts on the whole thing, you know, having like the sit down kind of low to the ground with the racing chair with like the triple screens. That would be sick. I just don't have room for that. And it's not really practical for me to play a game on 3 screens because, you know, Twitch, let's be honest, you guys can't see that. You know, it's kind of like gaming on an ultra wide. It would be nice. It would be awesome, but I can show it on Twitch. Then there would just be a black bar top and bottom of the screen, or top or bottom. And that's not really a good experience either, you know? So yeah, I got you, Casey. Thank you. So those are kind of my thoughts on the whole thing, you know? So like maybe go get a sheet of melamine or like a half sheet of melamine or something like that. That like kind of sawdusty pressboard white stuff melamine. Real heavy though. Probably build the whole thing out of wood. Metal might actually be cheaper at this point though.
Constructed properly, a heck of a lot stronger.
Sorry, Sarge, what did you say? I was muted.
I said difference between wood and metal, you know. Well, either one, constructed correctly, you know, they'll both be strong.
Oh yeah, yeah.
For
Yeah.
usage, metal would not fatigue at all.
No. No, not at all. Because I'm even thinking on the wood one, like, okay, I'd probably go get like just plywood and like build that all the way across the back to kind of box it in to take any wobble out. Because you
Wood,
put
and
plywood, it's going to just eliminate that.
Actual true plywood, I mean, yeah, it'll firm stuff up.
Yeah. That's, and
It
I'm
don't
even
have to be
thinking like
super heavy.
maybe even build like little sides out of plywood too to kind of really, you know, have like a 2x2 or something frame and then plywood over it to really stiffen it up, because the whole thing has kind of got to bulletproof it, you know. That's my thing. So, oh, nice, Casey. Trent, what's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome in. So that's my whole thing is like, if we're gonna do this, let's like over engineer it, which Dad and I are really good at doing. We over engineer everything. Sarge, you know those like trailer movers, Sarge? It's like a handle and two wheels and a trailer ball.
Yeah.
We built one at the farm, and it is the most. It takes two of us to lift it to like put it in a truck to take it back to the other shed. It is the most over engineered thing, but it was all made out of scrap metal.
Yeah.
The only thing we had to buy for it was a trailer ball. That's it. And it is the most over-engineered thing in the world. Mow day for Trent. Nice. So if we're going to do it, let's over-engineer the crap out of it and just make it that much better. What's up, Carson?
Dealing.
All right, cool. Good talk.
Yep.
All right, Sarge, I'm going to start running the truck because I don't think you're going to have enough. There's not enough room in that red truck for you to empty.
Okay, you're probably going to fill it, aren't you?
Uh-huh. Yeah, in fact, I just did, and I think that combine still has a bunch in it. So. The jumps, the whips, and nays, come on. But, like, if I get this set up.
You filled up before you got to the end.
Yeah, I did. I didn't make it.
I should be able to pick that up.
John Deere has tiny tanks, just remember. You know, if I get this secondary setup going, or the racing setup, whatever, like, maybe jump into iRacing. Like, go experience iRacing a little bit. Leonard says it's pretty cool, so that could be kind of fun. Like, you know, not like kind of broaden the horizon here a little bit of
I don't know what brings that up.
what? Shut up, Carson.
I didn't realize it was 1 o'clock.
I mean,
When like we were done.
oh, we talked last night forever, yeah. We sure did.
It was very productive.
iRacing is like a it's a pretty, like, they get pretty serious about it, like racing sim, but it's got everything from like NASCAR to like dirt cars to like Indy. Like, pretty sure it has everything.
It's got racing. It's got it.
Yeah, it's got everything, and you have to like, yeah, they like schedule. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So I don't know how serious I'll jump into that, but it could be fun. After I play like some other stuff to kind of get used to the wheel again and stuff, because I haven't used the wheel in. When's the last time we played American Truck? That's the last time I touched the wheel.
No, you used your controller the last 2 times.
Oh no, you're right. I did use the controller because
last 2 or 3 times.
I don't like the wobble of the desk. So
I think you said you did something like your shoulder or something. At the farm.
My shoulders are always kind of effed up. But, wobble of the desk
But
is
you
the
said
big.
you like rarely did something.
Yeah. Wobble of the desk is quite a problem. So. Yeah, I don't know how deep this thing, like, it doesn't need to be that deep at all. Like 10 inches maybe? Like, if that, just enough room for like a monitor arm to mount to. Or I could even bring up like fake studs, we'll say, you know, and off the back of the thing, I could bring up like legs, come like studs, and get like wall mount monitor mounts, you know. Could be a thing too.
As long as you can get a wheel
and some ice on it, be good to go. Oh, and remember, Carson, we were all worried about like how many USBs I would need on it last night. We forgot to mention the wheel, the shifter, and the side panel.
Sure.
So that's 3 more USBs I need over there. Oh, but it's okay.
I think the hub might be a good idea.
That's what USB hubs are for, yep. And you run 1 wire instead of 18. So. Because actually, I'm an idiot. I have a USB hub. When I was downstairs and like the computers run the other side of the wall, I have these really nice USB hubs. And for some reason, I'm not using them out here.
But don't you have one right now?
There might be one back there. I'm not sure. There's a little one on my desk, but that's actually the only reason that's there. A, it's a SD card reader, so it's kind of there for that. But when I plug in the wheel and the shifter, it has USB ports for that. So, but I'd probably get rid of that. You know, because if I need an SD card reader, I'll put that over at the computer or something. Just get up and we'll plug them in. You know, not a big deal. So. Alrighty. I'm back. Oh, come on. Thought I could bully the other truck out of the way. Not so much. Holy cow. Forgot about bailing. Is that big field? We finished the big field, right?
Yes, everything else is
okay.
done.
I was about to go set up course play and then to pick up bales on the big field. So we have already accomplished that. Okay. Never mind. Actually, I wonder, anything need lime this time, or are we just cultivating it? No, we're cultivating it. Okay. We'll have to get the cheaty cultivator going. 20 miles an hour is pretty great in there. Yeah. Do I need to bring this truck back, Sarge, or should it? Because we have that auger wagon with some grain in it too, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We can transport that in the wagon. It's not a big deal, I guess. Yeah. Gotta wait for the train to roll through town. Come on. Well. So they called out somebody on the scanner earlier, and the physical description of the person was that they were 5'10", and I instantly thought of Nick Merckx. Well, 5'10". Made me laugh. Made me laugh. I don't know about anybody else, but made me laugh. You know what? I just noticed something. AC's not. What's it called? He's not. What's you doodled? Goodness me. We're gonna go through or what? There it is. There we go. AC wasn't subbed. Now he's subbed for 6 months. Gotta give Casey one of those lifetime slots. On Twitch, they give you like so many lifetime subscriptions. Gotta give one of those to Casey. That would be kind of funny, actually. Remind me in 6 months, because you have to, like, the person has to not be subbed to get one of those. Took us like 2 months to get the bots subbed up on that. Okay. Or I might be able to hold like this in one hopper and then go get the auger wagon for the other hopper. I don't know.
Maybe.
Let's see. Yeah, there's only 10% in this thing, so. In the wagon. Hey, no problem there, Casey. Oh, man. Can't have you not have a sub badge, you know? Oh, yeah. So you're good for 6 months. See, I would even be tempted, Sarge, to like find some, I don't know, like sections of train track or something and put them like in the bottom of this thing that I'm going to build, you know? Like really weight this thing down. We've got a couple sections at the farm. I would be so tempted to do that. Just like add weight. And then if I ever need to move it, it's going to suck, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I need some suitcase weights off the front of a tractor. Hang no suckers on there. That's what I need. I wonder if Dad has any old, like, wheel weights off, like, garden tractors. Or, like, you put, like if you have a snow blade on the front of a tractor, you put, like, some weights on the back of a tractor. Here we go. I got all the grain in my 2 hoppers.
All right.
Worked out. And I guess I will come back and help you, or I'll start picking bales. Quite a haul from here.
Or, as far as weight, like trip to a Goodwill or something or other like that.
Yeah.
Pick up some plates.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
From a weight set.
Yeah. So, Casey?
You're not going to need very much.
Hello.
No, true. Just a couple thousand pounds, right? I want this thing to be sturdy. They said, fella, how's it going? Welcome in. Casey, you just wake up?
What time is it?
Wait, why are you even up right now?
I went to bed like 8 o'clock. I slept 4 hours and I woke up.
Oh,
so.
okay. I say, shouldn't you be sleeping for work tonight?
You're right. I usually wake up at like noon and I go back to bed.
Oh, okay.
3.
Little, okay. Little split sleeper, huh?
Oh, yeah, because I can't sleep all the way through the night, so.
I gotcha. You mean day?
Same difference. Yeah, night shift is kind of throwing me for a loop. So.
Yeah, I bet. It'd probably be better if you had like the, well, not so much light. Well, your basement room still had light, but like my basement room, there's no light. So you go down there right now, it's nighttime.
I mean, I have the blackout curtains.
Yeah.
So I have those, and then I have an eye mask. So I mean, it works, but it's more so I just wake up and then.
Yeah, I got you. Mrs. Professor, welcome in. How's it going today? Going here? I was all worried Sunday, like, you know, we came through and cut grass. And I was like, man, I don't want to be too early. I don't want to wake Casey up. But literally, like, we must have got at the house, like, I don't know, probably 10 minutes after you left. And I was like, this is great. I finished mowing my backyard, and I almost had to turn the headlights on. I probably should have, just for funsies, you know?
Good.
It was getting dark. We took the lawnmower. Then we had dinner. Then we went back to the farm. We got back to the farm at 9 o'clock at night with the lawnmower.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Like, oh, it's getting kind of late. And then Dad still had to go on a parts run that night. Like, I can't. But he brought me home, and I was like, I'm like, I got to get home. I got stuff to do. And then he still had to go on a parts run.
Jeez.
Oh. Well, that's, yeah. That big company, they require a lot of parts, and
yeah,
their mechanic works nights, so, you know, kind of works out. And actually, if Dad goes out there, he sells them even more.
Oh yeah.
Because the mechanic will ask him questions like, "Oh, well, what about this? What's this?" You know, all kinds of stuff. And half the time when Dale's out there, they're like writing down part numbers and stuff, like the stuff Dad needs to get for him the next day. So sometimes he'll run out there like after work and just drop it off in like her garage, because he knows like the code to get in their garage.
I gotcha.
But then he doesn't get to like
sell up.
Kind of basically, yeah, do a little sell up. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. Which the guy's super cool. He's been to Pumpkin Day like numerous times now. The mechanic guy.
Who you're talking about?
I don't know that you've ever met him. Because I've
been to a lot of Pumpkin Days.
Yeah, well, he was at Pumpkin Day last year, which of course, you know, that was really a cluster. Just throwing that out there. But I guess he's been to like one or two before that. He's the guy, and you probably don't know this, but a couple years ago now, there was a kid running through our asparagus patch. Just like full W can through the like grown real tall asparagus, right?
Yeah.
Which asparagus, at least to Dad and I, it makes you very itchy. And his kid's just like full W can through the asparagus patch. And Dad and I are watching this going, oh my God, this poor kid's going to be just head to toe itchy. He was completely fine. Didn't bother him at all. But Dad and I the whole time were just laughing. And then I think he came one year, his like wife and kids are out of town. So he like kind of came down by himself just for like, you know, free meal. Grab a pumpkin or two, you know. So he's a super nice guy though. All right, Sarge, how about this for a 5-head idea? I set up this on course play to help out with the bales, at least as far as picking them up, just because I can, you know. I think I'm gonna do it. Surprised we don't have the other baler sitting down here somewhere.
I just didn't bring it down.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Most of the other stuff was already.
I gotcha. All right. All right, course recording. Let's go. Let's just do this for funsies. It'll help us out. Or something. Yeah, we were looking at monitors last night, Casey.
Yeah.
Let me just put it this way. It's a good thing that Carson and I are like not trying to set up a studio together and stuff, you know? Like, it's a good thing he doesn't live close. Because we'd both be broke. Stuff. Oh my goodness. Because we were throwing around all kinds of crazy ideas. But I've got kind of narrowed down between two monitors.
I gotcha.
So it's like one's, you know, got the 1 mil refresh time and the it's 1440p because I want it to match the monitor sitting in front of me. I just want a bigger one. So, and I don't want to go to a 4K monitor because I can't put my games in 4K anyway because this one's only 1440. So,
I gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, I was looking at my Amazon history, and for some reason, it was brought up the other day when I did the flex cam about this center monitor being curved, and people like didn't remember when it was like August last year when I got it.
That's right, yeah.
People were curious when I got it. It was like August. Love the monitor. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. The only thing I need to do is probably tip it up a little, like tip it. It's like facing down, kind of. I need to like. That's part of the whole like clean the desk, take everything apart thing.
Yeah, that was my big frustration with my monitor setup was like finding the right angles and like I was trying to make it to where the bevels were right next to each other and everything was even. Then finally I'm like, I don't play a game with all 3 monitors, so there's no point in having them basically all touching.
Right.
So I'm like, well, we're gonna just do away with that, and I'm just gonna have them angled to the viewpoints then.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better to have them slightly angled to the viewpoint than not, I feel like.
Yeah, I think it's more funny when my parents saw it. They're just like, so what's the point of 3 monitors? I'm like, well, you have your game on one, you have the internet on another, and you have all the other stuff that you need on the 3rd one. They're like, now they have 2 monitors. Just throw that out there.
And then you show them a picture of my setup, and they're just like, what? So Mrs. Professor, what we're talking about kind of here is like the whole like John Wantine racing setup where I can play the driving games, okay, with anything with a wheel. I could be using it right now for Farm Sim. I just don't like the wheel on this desk. It just doesn't work. It makes it all wobbly and everything. It's just not, it's not good. So what we're talking about is probably adding 2 monitors to the display, to the whole thing here. And they would be off to my right. And that would have my like wheel and the shifter and the side panel all set up all the time, ready to go. Those monitors, I would turn them off right now probably because I wouldn't need them on, but like they would just be there set up. Everything would be set up. No plug in, unplug in, switching microphones, none of that. All would be used for both. So that's the plan. We'll see if it happens. We'll see if I can make it happen. Because Casey, there's, and you might, I don't know if you know the name, but there's a channel called Squirrel. YouTube, Twitch guy, Squirrel, right? And he recently set up kind of what I'm talking about. The driving setup, right?
Yeah.
But on his driving setup, he has to get down on his hands and knees and unplug all his monitors and plug in those monitors over there.
Oh.
And he has to like change his microphone. And if he wants to like change something on his Go XLR, like his mixer, he has to get up and walk over to his desk and change it.
Seems kind of redundant.
I rather just move my Go XLR over to my right side of my desk so I could reach it from over there and just, you know. And his setup's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trashing the guy's setup. It's really cool. But it would be just more like ergonomic, you know?
Yeah.
To kind of have everything just set up so you can reach it from both setups, kind of.
That's like
Professor's cheered X300. Here's some bits for your new setup.
Why did I hear that twice?
Right?
Mrs. Professor, thank you so much for those biddies. For the setup. I appreciate it. And, you know, let's be honest. It's, people like Mrs. Professor and Leonard and Professor and the people that are on the, like, the Flex Cam banner, that's the reason would be able to do any of this stuff, you know? Just saying. I was like, what did I... Never mind. Okay, is this working? Looks like it's working. As it runs over a bale. Okay, we got one. But Mr. Professor, thank you so much. I appreciate him. And really, it's not going to be that bad, because like whatever desk thing I come up with, I'm going to build it. I think that's the best part, is like actually building something with my own 2 hands, you know?
True.
So, plus I've been looking for like a carpentry project for a while. I've been wanting to build something for a little while. So it kind of makes sense. All right, so now we switch to this tractor and we can help it pick up bales. The Sarge is just rolling them out over here. Sarge is about done rolling them out too, actually.
Getting there.
Yeah. Couple more passes. Pepper, thanks for being here for emotional support. No, Pepper, you're subbed. I mean, just people being here helps, you know? Even if people aren't subbed up, which you are, Pepper. And just people, just numbers help, you know? Numbers make more numbers, you know? It's like the snowball effect, you know? Just saying. And actually, I was really looking at this last night, or kind of thinking about it, like, you know, we kind of built up like a SnowRunner audience, you know?
Oh, really?
Like, we've been kind of kicking butt lately on those SnowRunner streams, and it kind of sucks that we're out of content to do now on that game. Sorry, do you want to work on your map? Let's just start over.
Could do that.
Let's start over with the rotator and just go. Let's see how fast we can beat the game. That's right, Pepper. Subdocs over. Thank you, man. It's just people being here. Nobody has to be subbed or anything like that, you know, and just people being here helps out a lot. You know, hitting the what's it called? The host button. That helps out too. You never know who's going to be clicking on your channel, Pepper, and be like, hey, who's this John guy? He's kind of weird, kind of smells, but he's kind of cool, you know? Wait. I showered last night, Chad. Don't, no. It was this morning, technically. Stayed up too late again last night, but what else is new?
What are you playing?
Nothing.
Uh-huh.
Pepper, thanks for the host. Carson and I talked till 1 about, like, technology. And then I just like watching YouTube and TikTok and stuff.
There you go.
I wasn't playing anything. Exactly, Mrs. Professor. Build it exactly like I want. Yep. That's exactly why I want to build it, not buy it. Play SnowRunner again, just use the tater. That would be a heck of a way to play that game over again, though, wouldn't it? Man. Dirt Racing, what's up, man? Thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate them. Appreciate it, bro. I want to, like, play some dirt racing game or something. Is that a thing? Like, on NASCAR Heat 5, there's dirt races.
What about dirt?
Dirt? Oh, God. That game's pretty intense.
Is it?
I played like Dirt 2, I think, way back in the day. The Forza Horizon game would be kind of fun too. Not Forza's like a little too serious, but the Horizon one would be okay. A little more like arcadey racer, you know.
Gotcha.
Forza might be kind of fun though too. It's all about having, like, if you have the wheel and you get used to the wheel. Any of those games would be fun. Any of those like F1 games that come out, or of course the NASCAR games. Any of that stuff would just be tons of fun to play.
Oh, and I have found that the NASCAR game is better with a wheel.
Oh yeah, I would agree. The only thing I need to do on there, and I don't know if it's possible, is turn down the force feedback. Because last time I tried playing that game with force feedback, I thought I was gonna I thought my arms were gonna fall off by the end of that stream.
But you had it set to realistic.
I was fighting that wheel like you wouldn't believe. That's why I think I would change to a controller, because I'm like, I'm gonna like tip my desk over, this wheel's so stiff to turn. It was very realistic. It was something. Go play Bristol on the dirt, like, or with dirt. Be way cool. Oh, and I'll have to like reposition where my fan is, which is not a big deal. My fan is to my right. I'll have to be moved to my left. That's all. Not a big deal. Because right now it would be like behind a monitor trying to blow on me, and that just wouldn't work, you know? So.
Fair point all around.
That's okay. I can handle that. I can move a fan from one side of me to the other side.
Could you make that sacrifice?
I can make that sacrifice, yeah. So I think, honestly, the first step might be just, like, legitimately buying the monitors and the arms to mount them. And then figure out the rest around that. Because I already have, like, the wheel and everything else.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, like, the setups you can do with flight controls. It's like you basically either mount the stuff to your chair or mount the stuff to your desk.
Yeah. And
considering I have the same desk you do, it's going to be to the desk.
Yeah. I don't like the wobble, you know?
Oh yeah, I understand that completely.
I don't like the wobble. Wobble.
See, I don't have the uneven issue that you do.
I mean,
So I get less of that, I guess.
it's not like, it's just like when you turn the wheel, like the whole desk wants to like move to the right a little, you know?
I got
to the
you.
left, like.
Don't wrench the wheel.
You have to.
You can't set up the sensitivity, like turn the sensitivity higher or something like that.
What fun is that?
And you make it like a racing wheel then.
I mean, you got to have like the force feedback to, like, you know. See,
Yeah, but isn't there isn't it with like the super fast cars? I couldn't tell you what, but don't they have like a higher sensitivity at higher speed? So like the less you move the wheel, the more.
Oh, I'm not saying I have to move the wheel like 800 rotations to the right.
I gotcha.
I'm just saying it's like it's stiff to move the wheel, you know?
I understand now. Okay.
Yeah. And you're talking like a Lamborghini?
I'm assuming so. I don't know.
I don't know. But no,
You're
like
asking the wrong guy for car specifics.
like playing American truck, like, you know, you don't rotate the wheel like, you know, twice or even a whole rotation. Very rarely. But it's only when you're really like backing up. But like there is a little force feedback in there. Yeah. Or you can turn on more force feedback or less force feedback, you know. Buddy, fire himself, he did. What you doing here, bud? I don't know what Buddy's doing over here on Courseplay, but he turned himself off for some reason again.
I can jump in it.
Whatever, if you want it, you can have it.
Bail it back.
That's good. I think he's gonna go run those few bales that he has like 18 bales. I think he's gonna run them. And then like when you set up, like it depends on your game, like how much force feedback there is and stuff. And most games you can adjust like how much feedback you have. You know, stay in American truck. If I hit a rumble strip, I want to feel that.
Oh, so like gives the feedback through the wheel like that.
Yeah. Okay. Your wheel is powered. Like plug it into the wall, and it has like motors in it to like fight you basically.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's great. So if you like crash, say you're playing whatever game and you crash, like your wheel will like jerk out of your hands almost.
Oh wow.
Depending on how like aggressive you have it set up.
Realism.
Oh yeah.
It's completely realistic.
Yeah, it's great. So
it's pretty awesome.
It is pretty cool. It is pretty cool.
It's like looking at setups for what I want with the flight controls. It's going to be ridiculous amounts of money, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, that flight control stuff, it's cool, but man,
like I got a joystick now that was $40, and I'm glad it was that cheap because like anything else, you're talking over 200.
Yeah, it gets spendy real fast.
Right. I'm like,
and especially right now, everything's spendy. So.
Yeah, I mean it's mainly because nothing's being built right now, so everything's higher cost.
Except for, did you know that Samsung monitors are built in Mexico?
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Samsung doesn't build anything in China, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know, but I know their monitors are built in Mexico. That's why they're not like stupid, outrageously expensive right now, because they're built in Mexico and they've been building them. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, because like the same reason why you can get like Samsung phones right now and all that.
Yeah. True. It's pretty cool though. So.
Oh yeah.
Because I'll be honest, the new monitors I'm looking at, they're Samsung.
Going back to the Samsungs.
I'm a Samsung monitor kind of guy. I don't know.
I've debated upgrading monitors. Like I mean, I have my 1080, so it doesn't like I really just want one. For the gaming side of things, but
yeah. And that's all I've got. I've got one 1440 and the rest are 1080s.
Right. You're right with you, John.
All right, Sarge, all good. All good. Because even the the new ones I'm looking at, one's a 1080. I think one's a 1080. It might not be 1080 because it's like a wider one, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like for reading text and all that.
Yeah.
I don't need anything.
No, you don't need it. You don't need to spend the money. And even like the display I'm looking at, that'll be the racing setup display. You know, they have a 4K version, or they have basically a 2K or a 1440. Well, I already have a 1440, so why would I need a 4K monitor? I'm going to mirror this image over there. That'd just be a waste of money to go with 4K at this point, you know? I'm perfectly fine with like everything looks great, you know?
And plus, you're not streaming in 4K, so does that affect how that works?
I mean, I could play in 4K, but a lot of the games I play, like Farm Sim, doesn't go that high. First off, you know, like a lot of the games won't actually. Yeah.
Well, I see what a game looks like in 4K, but I also am not going to pay that price tag yet.
And
ridiculous.
The other thing, like you said, though, I can't stream in 4K, which I think they have it like some people. But I don't have the upload on the internet side. Well, I probably do now. Never mind. I don't know. But I'm perfectly happy streaming in 1080-60. Because I can produce a you know, good-looking, smooth-running 1080-60 stream, you know. You go to try to stream 4K, I'll probably need a new computer.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're talking...
Yeah.
major power needed.
Yeah, and I mean, I have plenty of extra power, I guess, right now, so I don't know. Because my
Future thoughts.
is what I just upgraded my stream PC not that long ago. So.
When they make
yeah,
what is it? When they make 8K, you can do 4K.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, and it's like half the people watching probably wouldn't be able to watch it in 4K anyway, so what's the point?
Right. Like we're talking about how we don't have 4K. I'm sure there's many people who don't see the added benefit of 4K. Maybe on their TVs.
Yeah. TV or their phone would be the other one. A lot of phones are 4K these days.
Really?
Yeah. But it's like, it's so small, like a 1080 looks just as good as 4K, you know?
Yeah.
Let's be real. So. Yeah, because I know once upon a time I was putting out, like, you know, say 4K, like, drone videos from the farm.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, who can actually watch it in 4K? And I forget who it was. They're like, I am on my phone. It looks great. I'm like, well, I'm glad I'm taking like an extra 3 hours to render a 4K video so you can watch it on your phone.
Right.
Like, not trying to be that guy, but like, dang, man.
Well, basically the cost benefit wasn't there.
Exactly. But I like, you know, trying to push the quality envelope, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But if you go look at like the past broadcast on the second YouTube channel, like, they look pretty darn good. You know, Leonard, you're probably right. The potato computer won't run 4K. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I need you to buy me a 3090. JK capital. So Leonard makes fun of my computer, Casey, because he pretty much has the same thing.
Oh, yeah?
And so we make fun of each other's potato computers all the time. So, like, really the only difference is, like, I built mine and he bought his. Like, pre-built.
I gotcha.
But it's the same processor and same video card.
That's the thing, though. Like, right now, like, pre-built computers are almost cheaper.
Yeah, they are.
If not, they are. If not always.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
But it's just funny that, like, we basically have the same computer and we rag on each other all the time about our potato computers. So, yeah.
I'm just happy my computer works.
Yeah, right?
Past that, I can care less.
Sometimes that's all that matters, you know?
Right.
Keep on outside. Well, talking to somebody? Hang on. My camera got knocked out of the tree today. I'm not very happy about it.
Dang squirrels.
It was too. Like, there's video of the squirrel like jumping on the camera and then it falls out of the tree.
Give my dog about 5 minutes, that squirrel will never come back.
Just turn your dog loose in my front yard, okay?
Yeah. Just put him on a retention leash.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. He might be up in that tree, but he'll be fine.
Yeah. Thanks, Chef Fowler. Appreciate you. Welcome to the flock. How's it going? Oh, I'll just leave that bell for him. Keep wishing. Oh, yeah, I know. Appreciate the follow. Welcome on in. All right, now, man, it's too spendy. First off, I don't really have a need for a better video card at this point. The only game that I can't play in like high is Flight Sim, but I don't know of anybody that can.
So not unless you have like one of those custom built rigs with like 8 video cards.
I don't know how you do that. Yeah, I should talk to my mom's old friend's husband. He works.
Computer guy?
Yeah, he works in like simulators, like flight simulators. And at one time they used to build their own video cards for like building these giant flight sim rigs. I'm talking like military flight sim rigs, like high-end stuff, you know. So he was telling me one time, like they used to, like I said, they used to like build their own stuff because you'd have to have like multiple computers to run like the screens on a simulator, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like, now we just walk into Best Buy. I was like, oh wow, nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, think about it. That technology used to be military only, and then it got released to the public sector.
Yeah, so
or private sector, excuse me.
Chad, it's going quite well. Welcome on in. So just wrapped up our baling operations for the day, or for now anyway. We probably have grass we need to mow and bale up too, but we'll get to that do some field work first. Do some fertilizing, cultivating, and planting. What we need to do next. No logging, Casey. No logging.